Imagine this. The fire alarm is going off and you're told your only evacuation option is the stairs. Well, what if you can't use the stairs or hear the fire alarm in the first place? We have to ask some really big and important questions around accessible evacuations and how do we make them available to everybody regardless of their ability. I spoke to Dr Margaret Moreton, the CEO of Gender and Disaster Australia. Dr Moreton is an expert in disaster planning and resilience, and she says the biggest barrier to emergency evacuations isn't disability.
The greatest barriers are in our minds. They're not in the disability itself. I've met people with a physical disability or an intellectual disability, and they absolutely play a wonderful role in response and recovery in particular. I've met a person who had a physical disability and required a wheelchair, and they shared their story with me that because of that, they had planned well ahead of time. As they evacuated, it became clear to them that able-bodied neighbours had not prepared, and so their preparation actually assisted some able-bodied neighbours to evacuate early as well.
The research shows that people with disabilities are 2 to 4 times more likely to die or be injured in a disaster like fires, floods, cyclones, or heat waves in comparison to the general population. However, Dr. Moreton wants to flip the script that people with disabilities are merely victims in these kinds of emergencies. She believes that working with people with disabilities, we can actually strengthen emergency planning and evacuations for everybody.
Like, we can make more informed choices that will improve recovery times for everybody if we have people with disability at the table in those conversations as well. In each and every element of that system, the voice of disability is really important if we're in fact improving outcomes for everybody.
In the first half of this year, we've had an ex-tropical cyclone and devastating flooding throughout Australia. And here's the key takeaway. As we look forward to the future, it's time to recognize that disability is not the problem. It's accessibility and inclusive planning, and we have to improve it across the board. Remember, when we plan for everyone, we protect everyone.